Hey traders, welcome back to the channel. It is Wednesday, February 4th. Hope you had a good day today. It was a wild one. Let's get right into the news. So Wall Street's identity crisis deepened today as investors asked themselves a fundamental question. What happens when the technologies we've been betting on start replacing the companies we've been investing in? The market split along a fault line that's becoming impossible to ignore. The Dow climbed over 260 points to close at 49,501, while the S&P 500 slipped to 6,883, and the Nasdaq tumbled over 1.5% today to close at 22,905. This divergence tells a story about fear, specifically the fear that artificial intelligence might be moving from investment opportunity to existential threat. AMD's 17% plunge wasn't just about missing guidance. CEO Lisa Su admitted AI is, quote, accelerating at a pace I would not have imagined, yet investors still dumped the stock. So what's the real message with this? I mean, I've said this a couple of times in the past few weeks. Growth alone isn't enough anymore when the market's questioning whether your customers will even need you in 2 years or so. The entire chip sector felt the tremor. Broadcom was down 7%, Micron fell off 11%, and Wall Street grappled with a paradox. The same AI boom they've been celebrating could cannibalize the software industry that makes these chips valuable. The ADP jobs report also dropped a reality check into this existential debate. Just 22,000 private sector jobs were added in January, which is about half of what economists expected. Strip out the 74,000 healthcare positions and the number would have been negative. Manufacturing has bled jobs every month since March of 2024. This isn't just a slowdown, it's a labor market that's given up on expansion. Companies aren't hiring because they're not confident, and workers switching jobs are seeing smaller pay bumps than they did last year. The American employment engine is idling, yet Eli Lilly surged 7% on earnings that crushed expectations, reminding us that not all stories are about disruption and decline. When you're selling weight loss drugs that people desperately want, Zepbound sales were up 122%, then you're solving a real problem with a real solution. It's a stark contrast to the software companies watching AI automation tools threaten their entire value proposition. The geopolitical backdrop added another layer of uncertainty. When the US shoots down an Iranian drone one day and then insists that diplomatic talks are still on track the next day, oil markets don't know whether to price in a supply crisis or a peace dividend. Crude was also whipsawing this week, down 4% Monday on diplomatic optimism, up 1.6% Tuesday on military confrontation, and that shows a market that just can't decide if we're heading towards war or not. Gold is trading above 5,000, and that tells its own story about confidence or the lack of it. And when the traditional safe haven hits record highs during a tech sell-off, it signals investors are hedging against outcomes they don't want to imagine. The BLS delayed Friday's official jobs report due to the government shutdown, pushing it to February 11th. So until then, Wall Street is left wondering whether the labor market is actually cooling or just confused, and whether the tech revolution they've been celebrating might be the very thing that makes the next jobs report even weaker. So sorry to give you such dismal news today. I know that sounds kind of grim, but I mean, that's where we're at right now. You could see it on the charts today and in, the report of everything that happened today. So, but like I always said, I mean, these markets are cyclical. It's up and down, up and down. The key is, as always, just to be quick to get in, quick to get out. Take the action that you see right in front of you on the charts at any given moment. Don't look at the charts and say, oh, I think this is going to happen tomorrow or next week. Look at the charts and say, what is happening right now, and how can I benefit off of what I see right now? And if you actually do that and you're trading options, you should be okay. So That's it for today. I'll be back here tomorrow with another report. And until then, hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.